Let's kick off the show. Red, it's the color of fire, of passion, of power, and of course, your Kansas City Chiefs. And February is the perfect month to work more of it into your wardrobe.
That's right. Stylist Wlaa is here to help us get our rockin' red on. And Wlaa, we're both showing up and showing out in red today.
Yeah, rocking the red today.
So this, again, we have just seen it on full display here in Kansas City. You just got back from New York Fashion Week. You're coming back to a sea of red.
Yeah, sea of red. We saw some red on, on the runways in New York. So it kind of is one of those colors that will forever translate in fashion, in everything. So it's great that we're celebrating it here for the Chiefs and just in Kansas City in general.
Yeah, so one thing we wanted to touch on, right? You can fully commit to this color. And how have you pieced this together so it works, or do you have any hacks for doing so?
So the great thing about red is you can absolutely do a monochromatic red look. It's one of those things that if you do it right and the fit is correct and the color is right for your skin tone, it can really elongate your body, make you look taller, leaner, all that fun stuff. With this one, we did a great wide leg red pant, great lace bodysuit, great red faux fur, gives a nice monochromatic look, but everything is so well fitted that it works perfectly for the body.
Okay, so one thing that you said that I really want to touch on that will be so useful for anyone watching, how do we know that the red shade is right for our skin tone and right for us?
So just like with makeup or with hair or with anything that you consider for your skin or for your body, your skin has natural highlights and lowlights depending on the pigmentation. Some people have natural red undertones, some people have olive undertones. Depending on those, you can either do a red blue or a red orange, right? So if you've got red undertones, you don't want to do a red orange because it'll kind of dull you down or you feel a little bit more muted. Red blue, you want to do something that's more saturated, really pops with olive skin tones, darker skin tones to really push that highlight of the red.
Okay, and while you're talking about that, out of all of these looks here, which ones would you say are more red orange versus blue red?
So this is definitely a red orange. You can kind of see the saturation of the orangeness just throughout all of the pieces. That's another thing when you're doing monochromatic or more than one red piece, make sure the saturations and the hues of the red match up. You don't want to do a red blue with a red orange. It'll look like there's a disconnect and you won't really figure out why.
Okay, so we've got all red orange here. And then if we move on to this look, what do you see here?
So this is definitely more of a red blue, right? The saturation of it definitely has undertones of blues and purples, kind of those cooler tones in that red. Still all very red, but when you're pairing it with a fuchsia, you want something that will pair well with a red blue, fuchsia, more purple tones, something that kind of coordinates and collaborates well together.
Okay, and some people may think like pink and red, right? That this is something that traditionally has not gone together. However, we've seen it with you on these bold looks several times.
Absolutely. So just because red is a bold color doesn't mean we can't pair it with another bold color. Red and fuchsia, red and pink, red and orange, kind of these big, bright, bold moments. Really just go for it, make a statement with it. They pair really well together, especially when you're doing one really bold statement coat or dress or shoe, and then figure out how they play well and how they kind of connect.
Okay, and in these Kansas City winters, I mean, who doesn't want the bright pink fuchsia coat?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, and then let's also touch on this because maybe someone wants to accessorize red into their look. What would you recommend this for?
So someone who maybe doesn't like the shade of red, right? But we've got the Chiefs, we've got Heart Health, we've got Valentine's Day, we've got all these reasons to really wear red. Try to accessorize with it. Maybe you do a great fun boot or a shoe, or maybe just, a crossbody, something that kind of gives a pop of red without having to do a full red dress or red pant. Do something that's more comfortable to your own personal style, whether that's black and white or blues, whatever works for you, and just accessorize it with that great red tone.
Okay, and real quick, is there anyone who should not wear red?
So when it comes to people not wearing red, if it's something that genuinely does not work on your skin tone, find the right saturation for you.
Okay.
Almost anyone can wear red. It's more about the color and the fit that works for you.
Okay, Wlaa, thank you for all of those great tips and showing us how to get our rockin' red on.
Thank you.